Today is all good news about AI technology. I know we've talked a lot about the potential causes for concern and worry about generative AI music, but it's not all bad news with AI technology. And today is one shining example of how AI technology can help us actually get more placements and help people connect with our music much easier, much faster, and without as much friction as there has been in the past. Because one of the hardest parts about people who are looking for music for a TV show, movie, commercial, video game, anything, if they have to search through a large catalog of music, it's sometimes just very difficult to find the right cue because how people classify and tag their tracks and how they organize it in particular catalogs can be very different from one company to the next. So if there was a way where we could just use natural language to just say, I need a track that sounds like this, and have a AI search engine essentially make sense of that and pull out relevant tracks, that means that we can get more placements faster. Okay, and that's exactly what's being released here with AIMS's, that's the company AIMS, their new, what they're calling prompt search. So it's basically going to be an API plugin that can, I'm assuming, can be plugged into pretty much any catalog that exists out there, any production music library catalog that has clients that are constantly going in there and searching for particular types of music. So I'm gonna just play their little promo here. It's just a minute long, so you can get an idea of how it works and how it can be really, really helpful for us, producers and composers that have our music in production music catalogs. Let's take a listen.
Imagine a more natural way to search for music. Introducing Prompt Search. Use your own words to search for music. Capture the serenity of a savanna or the quiet beauty of snowflakes falling on a frozen lake, or a classical Western moment. The possibilities are endless. Use briefs, scene descriptions, references, and more. Limitless freedom. Available now. Try Prompt Search now at aimsapi.com.
So this is going to make us very, very happy, but it's also going to make music library owners very happy because when they get a brief from, let's say, an ad agency or a music supervisor or something, they can now essentially just copy and paste what that brief is looking for into a search prompt here with AIMS's API and find relevant tracks. They don't actually have to spend the extra time to try to translate what they were looking for into what's happening in their catalog. There still may need to be some translation happening based on how well a brief is written, so that you can't necessarily always fix that issue, but this is certainly going to cut down on the work and the friction between somebody looking for music and finding the right piece of music. So here's just a couple of examples that they show you on their website. I did request a demo, so I'm going to try to get one, so I will certainly try to showcase that here on my channel once I do get access to it, if I do get access to it soon. But here's one where they just typed in tumbleweed rolling along an empty highway. So you can now just type in the scene, what's happening in your scene, in your movie, in your show, in your reality show, and just get some exciting, hopefully really relevant tracks that could use for the foreground and the background of those scenes. So that's pretty right on for me. It's nice and slow and draggy and almost feels like a hot day just listening to that, right? Let's do something a little more action-packed. Car chase in downtown Manhattan. So not only the car chase aspect, but the downtown Manhattan. I wonder how it's going to interpret that in terms of what music would be relevant for a Manhattan chase scene. Little video gaming. Let me see what the next one is. See, that's what's really interesting about this prompting, is that it is interpreting Manhattan to incorporate some sort of a jazz aspect to it with the really fast-paced chase scene vibe. So that's what's really coming our way with this technology, and AIMS has been one of these companies that's been at the forefront of this technology and trying to help us just create a much easier time of getting our tracks into the right hands. So I always want to champion the companies that are helping empower us and enabling human creators to, of course, get as many placements as we possibly can. So I hope you guys feel more encouraged about AI after this video. It's not all doom and gloom. There are some bright spots in this technology that can certainly be our advocates for it. So I'll try to maybe release some new videos and some more videos updating you on this technology, but just wanted to quickly show you some really cool things are happening in this space along with the scary stuff.